back in with the passion. I'm awake with the flame in a hailstorm. I'm back in, I gotta have it. Everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip has pulled you into me. When I let you go, it just pulled you closer. It's a long departure. It's a long departure.
The wolf, she cries at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on. things that you wouldn't believe. I was lost until I found that I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down.
Here we go.
Invincible.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now, a little stronger now, a little stronger now, a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out,
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Apex Racing League. We are back here for week number 7 here at Fairbary. Another great schedule on board here with us here tonight. Great field of cars as well, looking about 20 plus drivers here tonight. So let's take a recap of what happened last week. Recap was Jackson ended up getting a win. So that means Jackson will have to go to the tail end of the field for tonight's A main. But as of right now for points, he is leading in first. Right now Jackson's in first right now with 458 in points. David right behind him with the 412. Kenneth in third. Isaiah in the fourth, and Jeff Martin in that fifth position. So probably your three people that are pretty close to Jackson is probably Kenneth and David here to possibly get a chance of catching up to him, as we're already halfway through the race here, or through the schedule already. Fairbury here for week 7. Then next week we'll head to Eldora. Then I-55, Kokomo, Volusia, Lanier, and Charlotte to round up. So only about 6 more weeks left of catching up to do if somebody wants to have a shot on Jackson here for points position wise. So we're going to keep our eyes on that real quick. But let's take a look around the racetrack right now to see who is all here. Right now, James Daw, he's out here looking to possibly get himself a win here tonight at Fairbury. Chris Thibodeau on top right now in charge in a 44. So Chris Thibodeau right now getting some more track prep done. So you can tell he's trying to run the bottom, a couple people on the top. You're going to see the bottom probably work its way in and possibly go to the top of the racetrack. So hopefully some smooth sailing goes on here tonight. Jason Stevenson also out here in the 71. Steven Metcalf, we saw him get a win not too long ago on Thursday night in a pro late model, so congrats to him. We'll see if he can get another one here tonight. Right now he's currently 12th in practice. Jeff Martin, like I said, a guy in points, top 5. Brandon as well, he's back out here tonight in the 24. Jackson Johnstone, your winner from last week. Kenneth Lodge is also here. I don't know if he's on the track. There's Kenneth. David as well is also here. And we got update trading paints real quick, so give me a hot second to do that. Mr. Chris Thibodeau is not running the same paint, so we'll find out real quick. Give me a second. Update our trading paints real quick. Trading paints have been updated, still same wrap, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that, Chris. So might need to take a look into that. Not too sure. I restarted and it worked for me. We'll try hitting Control R, see if it'll restart it again, see if we can get that 44 on the car. Nope. Right now we got about a minute left here of practice and we're going to go straight into qualifying. Okay, perfect. Alright, good to know. Thanks, James. About 30 seconds left, so we're going to get ready for qualifying here, so give me a hot second as I get your camera angles set for this one. Well, it's already on that one, so 15 seconds left on the clock. We'll get ready to rock and roll. Everyone gets 2 laps. 2 laps. Top 5 are inverted. 4 to the feature from each heat. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is underway. Let's hop on board with a couple drivers here tonight. Let's go on board here with Tate, first car out on the racetrack in the 33 machine. Tate is going to take the 33 to the top of the racetrack right now here at Fairbary, entering 3 and 4, green flag waving. First lap in for Tate's going to be a 13.207, I believe. Probably not even going to actually start yet. Probably just his starting warm-up lap. Let's see what he does here. First lap in for him now is a 12.683. 12.683 goes to the top of the charts for Tate right now. Second lap coming by right now. Is it going to be a little bit faster? We're hopefully going to find out. Yes, it is going to be faster, but he's still going to drop back. Andy goes up the P1 right now with a 12.252. Second lap, not going to go any faster. Kenneth Lodge jumps up the second. Chris Thibodeau up the third. Dominic Thibodeau up the fourth as well. Metcalf, he's sitting 8th. Brandon jumps up the P1 with a 12.198. 12.198. Couple other drivers hitting the racetrack right now. Jacob Ornek right now in an 8 machine. He's taking the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to take his green flags now. Jonathan jumps up the P4 with a 12.353 or 12.354. Sorry. Right now, still on board with Jacob here. He's coming around the bottom here in 3 and 4. First lap in for him is going to be sitting with the 12.315, I believe 12.313. That's going to put him up in the third. 12.315 for Jacob, coming in at 3 and 4 for his last lap. Hopefully looking for a better lap. Is it going to be faster? Yes, it is. It's going to be a little bit faster, but still fourth quick right now with a 12.308. James Shaw jumps up the right now. Second lap, first lap fast, and second lap is faster. 12.136. He's going to jump up to P1 now. Jason Stevenson right now in the 71 as well jumps up to P2. He's with a 12.41 or 12.143, and second lap slower for him. And Austin Litzman, he jumps up the P1 with a 12.114 over James Daw. Isaiah taking his first lap now. Right now about 19 cars out of 20 have qualified. Isaiah's going to take his green flag down the backstretch this time by in the 3 and 4. He's going to hug the bottom here to try the best he can in the 70. Coming out of turn number 4, first lap in for him is going to be a 12.395, 12.395 for Isaiah. Second lap this time going to be a little bit quicker. Possibly he'll knock himself into top 10. It's going to be slower, a 12.811, a 12.811 for Isaiah on the second lap. And I believe that's going to round out your qualifying session here tonight. Let's take a look at the results. Austin Litzman on the top of the charts right now. James Doss second, Jason third, Brandon fourth, and Andy in the top 5. The rest all right behind him to follow. Very, very fast field here tonight for your qualifying. So hopefully we have some pretty good heat races here tonight for y'all. As of right now, this currently waiting for them to advance. The only person who did not qualify would be David. David, I don't know if he's an admin or not, but on my end, he is not qualified yet, so we'll wait. Right now they got about 5 minutes left here of their qualifying. Just a little bit of an update. Not too sure what's going on for Thursday yet. Not too sure if I'm going to be able to stream or not. Currently going through some stuff right now. I got a lot of stuff planned for Thursday if it does go to plan. So, oh well, let's not talk about me. Let's get ready for your heat race action here tonight. Here is heat race number 1. Starting inside of row number 1 will be Stephen Metcalf. On outside of him will be Chris Thibodeau. Inside of row number 2 will be Kenneth Lodge and Brandon. Oh my God. Brandon on it outside of him. Inside row number 3 be Austin Litzman and Randy Post on outside, and tagging it inside of row number 4 be Nicholas. Nicholas starting the tail end of the field here for heat race number 1. Metcalf starting pole. That's going to set him up pretty good. But you got to remember, you got some inverts, so probably don't want to see you start up front. Looking about 3 heat races here tonight. Waiting on Brandon to join up. There he is. All right. Alright, don't mind the music, just trying to get that ready to go. But here we go, guys. Into turns 3 and 4. All eyes are on Stephen Metcalf as we get ready to go. Green flag racing, and we are racing for heat race number 1. Metcalf off to a great start for heat race number 1 right now. He's going to hold off P1. Chris Thibodeau right now battling for P2 as he falls back big time now. He's up in the 5th. Kenneth Lodge jumps up to 2nd, battling with the 22. Austin Litzmore looking for the lead now with coming to 8 laps to go. The bottom side seem to be the fast line right now here at Fairbury as he's going to stay to the bottom of the track. Brandon as well working his way through the field, staying towards the bottom. Chris Thibodeau trying to get around Kenneth Lodge here for P4. Side-by-side action going on right now. Looking pretty good for Chris Thibodeau. You just got to think maybe trying to not finish ahead of more drivers to get a better position into your A main. You never know, so we'll see what happens. But right now, it's all eyes up front. Austin Litzmore leading this field 3 wide for P3. Kenneth drops back to P4. Chris Thibodeau looking for P3 on Stephen Metcalf. Metcalf still side by side with him. blinking in and out right now. He is gone on my end. Metcalf has disappeared. Chris Thibodeau looking for P2 now. He's going to stick it side by side. Still no sign of Metcalf as we come to 2 laps to go. Metcalf comes right back out of nowhere. He's side by side with Chris Thibodeau. Contact, 2 laps to go. Chris almost got in the back end of Brandon there. Metcalf falls back to P4. Chris Thibodeau still looking towards the bottom of the racetrack. Staying on the battle right now up front, but come out of turn number 4 this time by. Give Austin Litzmore heat race number 1 here tonight at Apex. Heat race number 1 looks like this. Austin Litzmore coming in P1, Brandon 2nd, Chris Thibodeau in at 3rd, and Kenneth Lodge 4th, Randy 5th, Nicholas 6th, and Stephen Metcalf in that 6th position. Heat race number 2 looks like this. Starting inside row number 1 will be Tate. On outside of him will be Donnie Thibodeau. Inside of row number 2 will be Jackson Johnstone and Andy Patterin. On outside of him, inside row number 3 will be James Daw and Chris Edwards on outside. And tagging it inside of row number 4 will be Michael, starting 7th here tonight. Another great field of cars getting ready to rock and roll for us here tonight. Donnie Thibodeau starting up front. This could be his night to get a good start and possibly a heat race win. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go down the backstretch this time by, getting ready to go. Green all on Tate coming into 3 and 4. Donnie's trying to get a good jump here, entering 3 and 4. And we are racing for heat race number 2. Green flag out for heat race number 2. Donnie's sleeping on the start big time. He's going to fall back to P3. He's going to stick it to the top on the top of the track right now. Drops back to 4th now. Jackson holding off P2 to James Daw. James Daw looking to the inside of him. They're going to take it side by side. James Daw has it right at the line. 8 laps to go. Bottom of the racetrack is too juiced up right now. Can't wait till we get to the top of the racetrack. When we get to the top, it's definitely going to open up a lot for us when we get there. But right now, it's all on the bottom. James Daw working around a 33 now, trying to get around a 33 with 6 laps to go now. James taking a peek into 1 and 2, side by side, down the back stretch into 3 and 4. He's right there, door to door. Right now, Tate still has P1. James is still on the bottom, looking pretty clean. Has P1 so far at the down the back stretch, entering 3 and 4. James doesn't take it yet. Still side by side, Tate on top. James is going to get around in here. Finally coming to 3 laps to go, but Tate's going to get a nice run in the middle of the racetrack, still side by side. Tate pushes up into 1 and 2. James Daw takes the advantage down the backstretch. James is going to hug the bottom right now, and yellow is out. And not too sure who is on. We're all the way back in heat race number 1. I don't know why. Good for you, iRacing. Am I right? And it looks like Andy's in the pits, so let's see what happened. So it was already must have happened. Okay, there's 21 of Michael, so we'll see what happened. Down the front stretch, caught the wall, gave it too much and spun it right there, so yeah. A little bit too much there on Michael. And that's going to bring out our caution here tonight. Tate still up front right now on James Dog. Green flag waving once again for heat race number 2.
Green.
James Dog to the inside. White flag waving this time by. James has P1. Down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Tate looking for P1. He's going to go hard right now. And James Dog coming out of turn number 4. He will take heat race number 2 here tonight. Heat race number 2 results look like this. James Dog first. Tate second. Jackson third. Donnie fourth. Chris Edwards in that 5th. Michael 6th. And Andy in that 7th position. Heat race number 3 lines up like this. Starting in the inside of row number 1 will be Greg Parmalee, and outside of him will be Isaiah. Inside of row number 2 will be Donathan and Jacob. On the outside of him, inside of row number 3 will be Jason and Jeff Martin. And tagging the end of the field, starting 7th here tonight, will be David, which I don't believe David is on the field, so let's see what happens. Parmalee, guy we haven't seen in a while racing, actually, in 04. Haven't seen him race in a while, so good to see him back in action here. Let's see if he could get the job done for heat race number 3 as we get ready to go green. Green flag waving for heat race number 3. We are underway. 10 laps to go. Greg already a little bit of contact there with Donathan. Isaiah takes P1 right there. Side by side, Donathan looking for P1 tight. That's going to get Greg right back around him. Here comes the 71 of Jason. And Jeff Martin in the back upside down for 33. Jeff Martin upside down, not too sure. Let's take a look what happened here. Slowed down. Yeah, it looked like he maybe came up into David and just caught the ball, and yep, that's going to cause him to go for a nasty ride here at Fairbary already. So he's going to have to go in and possibly go get himself a fast repair. Sorry to mess up Austin's last name. I don't know if you were here when I said this in the beginning. I might have not said it. I do have problems with pronouncing names and last names, so if I do say their last name wrong, I do apologize in advance. So I do apologize to Austin for that, so my bad. But here we go, back to green flag action for heat race number 3.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waving. Isaiah, Donathan has P2. He's going to go side by side with Greg. Now Greg's get tight. Here comes the 71 of Jason. Jason taking the inside away from Greg. Donathan holding off P2. Jason trying everything in the 71 to get up there now. He's going to take P3 away. Still side-by-side action going on for P2. No room given here tonight at Fairbary. He's going to stick it down the backstretch side-by-side. Coming to 5 laps to go. Right now, Jason looking for P1 now as he tries to get around Isaiah. Isaiah running in the middle of the racetrack. Jonathan falls back to P3. David and P4 looking for P3 now. They're side by side for P1. Isaiah and Jonathan going at it. Jason gets a little bit tight, comes into Isaiah. 2 laps to go. Isaiah's going to go to the top of the racetrack now as Jason stays to the bottom. Jason's going to pull away big time, but here comes David in the 19. David in the 19 car rolling on the very top of the track. He's around P3 looking for P2 coming to the white flag. Jason up front right now looking pretty good, staying to the bottom of the track. David still looking for P2. We're going to keep eyes on David here as he tries anything aggressive here in the 3 and 4. He's going to stick to the top. Isaiah down low, coming to the checker flag right now. Not going to get it to give heat race number 3 to Jason. Jason will take heat race number 1, Isaiah 2nd, David 3rd, Jonathan 4th, Jacob 5th, Jeff and Greg in that 6th and 7th position. And the warm-ups is underway. We are going to take a little bit of break here and get our camera set for your A-main here tonight, guys. So give me a hot second, enjoy some racing, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with your starting lineup for tonight's A main 30 laps of distance. Let's get it started. Starting inside of row 11 will be Greg Parmley, and outside of row number 10 will be Andy. Inside of him will be Steven Metcalf. Outside of row number 9 will be Jeff Martin. Inside of row number 9 will be Michael, and outside of row number 8 will be Nicholas, and inside of him will be Jacob. Outside row number 7 will be Chris Edwards and Randy Coast on the inside of him. Outside of row number 6 will be Jonathan and Donnie Thibodeau starting inside of him. Outside of row number 5 will be Austin and James Dawes taking it inside of him. Outside of row number 4 will be Jason and Brandon. And outside of row number 3 will be Tate and Isaiah. Outside of row number 2 will be Chris Thibodeau and Jackson Johnstone. And outside of row number 1 will be David and Kenneth Lodge. As I was talking about points-wise, it's going to help them out a lot, mostly with David and Kenneth. Because I thought for sure Jackson was going to receive an EOL for winning, but I was completely wrong. But here we go, green flag waving for 30 laps here tonight at Fairbury. Right now, Kenneth and David going at it for P1. Side-by-side action. Chris Thibodeau in that third position. Brandon up to P4 right now, taking a look on the outside of Chris Thibodeau. Chris Thibodeau staying to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to find any type of movement going around as Brandon gets around him. Brandon working the middle of the racetrack now. David on the top. He's going to get around Kenneth down the backstretch, coming to 27 to go already into tonight's A-main. 3 wide for P1. Chris Thibodeau in the mix as well. Sorry about that, guys. Side by side, Kenneth still looking to get around David here. David gets into the wall sideways. That's going to let Chris Thibodeau check up a little bit. Kenneth takes P1 now. Thibodeau still trying to get around Brandon here as he battles for P3. Good battle going through the field, and yellow is out for your A main already here tonight. So let's take a look to see what happened. Looking to see if anyone actually died. I'm not too sure who. Yep, so Jackson did receive in his EOL, so he did go to the back. But here we go. Let's take a look right here. We're on board with Michael. He's working it outside, and this caught the slick, got too sideways. Greg Parmley nowhere to go, and just tags the wall. Yeah, so Michael bringing out our first yellow here tonight.
Hang on, we're not going green.
We're not going to go green yet as we try to get everyone lined up. It's a short track, so laps are counting. Everyone's got to hurry up, get in line. So right now, Kenneth still up front. David's second. Brandon in the third position now, and Chris Thibodeau on the outside of row number 2 in that fourth position. As we get ready to go green flag action once again here in the 3 and 4, we are racing once again.
Green flag.
Green flag out. Kenneth off to a great start. David's gonna jump up to the top. Chris Thibodeau's gonna follow now. David straight back to the bottom, to the inside of Kenneth now, looking for the lead side by side. He's got it for a second. David got robbed last week, and tonight he wants to get it done. Brandon's not going to be an easy guy to get around to if he gets around these guys. Kenneth's still holding him off for P2. Brandon trying to hold the bottom. Kenneth Lodge a little bit tight. Here comes Brandon on the outside, closes the gap in. Brandon takes P2, looking for P1 down the front stretch. He's got it so far. Give Brandon P1 from moving around Kenneth and David now on the outside outside line has moved in. Chris Thibodeau trying to follow that line a little bit as he still is in that 4th position. Brandon up front with 20 laps to go. Chris Thibodeau and David going at it for P3. Thibodeau on the top. He's side by side down the front stretch. And yellow, yellow, yellow heat for the 2nd time here tonight. Randy Post bringing out the 2nd caution. Let's take a look to see what happened. Blinking on my end. It comes across Donnie. Donnie probably didn't know he was there. They kept it going. Contact, and just spun him right there. So some heavy net code going on between iRacing and these guys right now. I'm not too sure why. But not a good look.
Hang on, we're not going green.
So I'm not too sure what these guys are doing, if they're trying to catch up to the pace truck or what, but we'll find out. I don't know where this pace truck is.
Hang on, we're not going green.
There's the pace truck, so we're not going green yet. And I believe we're going green now. So we're doubled back up. Here we go. Brandon and Kenneth looking side by side. Green flag waving. Chris Thibodeau with a great start. He's going to get P3. He's going to take a look to the outside of Kenneth now for P2. Kenneth closes the door. Thibodeau right there. James Daw contact with Chris. He's in the back. Austin as well making some late moves. He's in the 7th. In the top 5 now. Chris Thibodeau rolling the top, and yellow is out once again. And I hate to say it, but I believe, oh, we got a car upside down. It's going to be David and I believe Jason. Take a look right here to 33 of Michael, I want to say. No, not Michael. Jackson and mixed. Yeah, Jason had nowhere to go. Collected off of David again, and that's gonna what spin and flip Jason right there. So hate to see that for them. I mean, David was moving through the field. He's trying to get in to get a fast repair if he can.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Everyone's still trying to catch up to this pace truck. Keep it under a yellow. James Dahl up the 4th. Chris Thibodeau up the 3rd. Right now we're doubled up. We're going to see what we can do here. Once again, right now only 2 cautions with coming to 16 laps to go. Brandon up front, Kenneth 2nd. If Kenneth can get a win here tonight, it'll definitely help him out in points. And we are racing once again for your A main. Right now, Brandon's still up front. Kenneth is looking for P1 for 2nd. Chris Thibodeau, he's going to jump back up to P3. James Daw, contact from Austin, and more contact, still being contact made. The 33 of Tate and Austin all over the back end of James. James getting pushed up the track. He's going to lose about 4 to 5 spots now. Chris Thibodeau still trying to get around Kenneth Lodge here for P2. He's going to stay towards the middle of the track. Try to stay where that grip is to keep all those tires gripped up to not spin as much. Thibodeau slips up, tries to cut down on Kenneth. He gets a nice run here to 2. That's going to let Brandon pull away just a little bit. Chris Thibodeau, like I said, he is moving in. Yellow is out again. And a big pile up. Austin, Stephen Metcalf, Randy Post. I mean, everyone involved in that one. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, big one towards the front of the field. So we'll hop on board here with Isaiah. Stephen Metcalf, contact from the 33 again from Tate. Tate speeding Metcalf, and big pile up. Jackson, Greg Parmley, Randy, David, Jason, Donnie. I mean, everyone. Big mile, big pile, the big one pretty much. And there's going to be a lot of guys leaving, as you saw right there.
Hang on, we're not going green.
So still not going green yet. Waiting on everyone to get lined back up. Holden, man, welcome to the stream, buddy. I don't know if I'll be there Thursday to stream. Like I'll have to find out what's going on. I got a lot of stuff going on that day if it does happen, but we'll find out if I am streaming Thursday. But we're still under a yellow here. Everyone's trying to get past the pace truck and let people by right now. This is all chaos, but we're going to stick to double file. Kenneth, he's going to try to get around on the outside again. Chris Thibodeau's going to try to get another good start here, hopefully to lock himself to get around Kenneth. James Duh up to fifth right now, and somehow Jason's up to fourth, so we'll keep our eyes on that.
Hang on, we're not going green.
We're going to extend it again. Make sure you guys don't leave anytime soon. We'll talk to the top 3 at the end of the night. Pace truck lights are off this time by. We're getting ready to go back to green flag. Pace picks up a little bit from Brandon. Chris is right there waiting for the start. And we are racing once again.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Kenneth, great start. He's going to force it 3 wide. Chris Thibodeau down low. 3 wide for P1. Jason takes the outside. He's going to take P3 away from Chris Thibodeau. Chris Thibodeau right there. Contact from him. Thibodeau rolling in the middle of the racetrack. He wants to get back onto the top where it's at. Brandon still up front. Kenneth holding off P2. Jason takes P3 away from Chris Thibodeau. 9 laps to go here tonight. Kenneth feels the pressure from Jason. Jason right there, not giving up. Thibodeau finally gets to the top. He's going to try to track down the 71 now of Jason. Brandon still up front, leading this field, looking pretty good. Chris Thibodeau kind of got screwed on that restart, possibly hoping for another caution, but if you do that, you're going to be a single file restart, so kind of want to try to keep it clean now and try to get some momentum. Hopefully wait for a mistake to happen, but Kenneth trying to pull away from Jason. Jason gets a little bit of a hiccup there, gets into the wall. That's going to let Chris Thibodeau finally catch back up. Thibodeau over the back end of Jason. Thibodeau looking to the inside of him in the 3 and 4. Still contact with the wall with Jason. Jason all over the place. Chris Thibodeau got 5 laps to go to get something done here tonight to finish in the top 3. Jason trying everything to hold him off. He's staying to the top, not letting him by. 4 laps to go, coming to 3 for Brandon. Brandon almost has a whole 2 seconds on the guys behind him right now, and yellow is out as we got 3 laps to go. And Austin upside down in the 3 and 4. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Isaiah and Austin going at it, and contact there. Isaiah just trying to get off of him, and Austin just kept turning up. Then Tate just to finish him off and flipping upside down here. So another caution here tonight at Fairbary. So he's going to have to tow in. That might end his night now.
Hang on, we're not going green.
When we go green here, we're going to be 2 laps to go for tonight's A main. Right now, your top 3 is Brandon, Kenneth, and Jason. Chris Thibodeau wants to get a top 3 so bad. We'll see if he can get it done here tonight. Pace is super fast still. Brandon looking for green flag, and we are racing once again here tonight.
Green's out.
2
flag,
laps
flag.
to go. Brandon up front, contact with the wall. Kenneth right there, rolling it inside. Chris Thibodeau feels the pressure coming from James Dodd. James Dodd's going to slide across Chris Thibodeau. White flag waving this time by. We're going board here with P1 and 2. Your top 3 are right there. White flag waving coming into 1 and 3 and 4 this time by. Give your future winner here tonight to Brandon. Coming in P2, Kenneth Lodge, and P3 to Jason. So what a race towards the end. Chris Thibodeau ends up coming in P4, so what a race. Brandon P1, Kenneth second, Jason third, Chris Thibodeau fourth, James Dodd in the top 5. Jackson works himself 8th. And the rest will all have to suffer here tonight. But we'll talk to your top 3 here pretty soon, guys, so give me a hot second as I get ready for that. As most people do know, I always go back about 10 laps. About 10, 11 laps. Slow it down just a little bit. So let's bring in a 3rd place finisher, Jason, real quick if he's in there. So I'm not seeing Jason right now. Let's bring in Lodge real quick for our interview, P2 for Kenneth. Kenneth, you got a copy? Oh, hang on. Let me make sure I got that turned on. Almost forgot. All right, there we go. All right, Kenneth, man. Congrats to you on a finishing P2 here tonight. Close to a victory. Take us back to what you could have possibly done to protect your lead on Brandon there.
Well, me and David were having a good battle there for the early of the race, but those cautions kept coming, and me and David kept pulling away. But I just think those cautions really messed us up there. And then we went green on one of the earlier restarts, and then here comes Brandon, and then my rear view on the high side just ripping it. I mean, I gotta give him props to him. He ran it pretty good. He had the fast car all night, but I'll take a 2nd place.
That man, I mean, you probably felt the pressure from Chris Thibodeau and Jason as well as they were getting a little bit closer to you coming towards the last couple of laps. Take us back to like how you felt towards the end of the race. Do you think maybe you needed a little bit more laps or more laps here to possibly catch up to Brandon again as the track was starting to change up a little bit?
Well, like I said, at the end of the race, I mean, we kept getting all those cautions, and I kept getting a good run on Brandon on the restarts, but I just wanted to keep my car in one tack, so I just try to ease into it and just hope for the best.
100%, Kenneth. I mean, you can't complain, man. You finished P2 here tonight, looking pretty good up in points still. You're in top 3. That's definitely going to help you up to get there closer to Jackson. So congrats to you on finishing P2 here tonight. Before you take off, Kenneth, anybody on the car you want to thank?
I'd like to thank AMR, All Motor Racing. They got me onto a good team, bunch of good guys. I'd like to thank Forge Graphics. He made a badass wrap for me and all that. And yeah, I just can't thank them enough. I mean, I just came in to just play your iRacing for fun, and they brought me onto the team, and I'm proven every day, every time I get on this sim. So
Oh yeah, 100%, Kenneth. Well, hey, congrats to you on a second place, and hopefully you can
hey,
get that win next week.
yeah, let's hope. But one thing I do want to announce, I kind of see it in the YouTube videos afterwards. My last name, it's pronounced Logue.
Logue, Kenneth
Just
Logue.
to
Okay.
yeah, just to clarify,
I probably
I haven't
won't
had time
remember.
to
I probably won't remember, but I'll try my best.
All good, buddy. I just wanted to actually get in a broadcast with you and tell you that, but
Uh,
I'm just happy I got a top 3 tonight.
oh
So
yeah, 100%. Well, thank you, Kenneth, for coming in, and hopefully, like I said, next week, you possibly get that win as we get ready for Eldora again.
let's hope.
All right, well, Kenneth, like I said, congrats, and we'll see you again next week.
Ready. Thank you.
All right, that was Kenneth Logue right there, finishing P2. Let's bring in Jason real quick. Jason, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, man?
Hey man, congrats to you on a third place finish here tonight at Fairbary. Looked pretty good throughout the whole night. You probably needed more laps to get around Kenneth there. Take us back how you felt throughout the whole night here.
Oh, I forget that they do this. They change your if you qualify top three, you'll go to the rear of the heat race. Totally forgot that. So I was like starting, I'm like, oh dude, what the heck? And then the first two guys that were in their heat race, they got first from their position. So I was like, I kind of have to do that now, don't I? But other than that, I've never raced this track at all. I've only been racing iRacing for 3 months.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kenneth. I mean, for a first time, well, probably racing this track for a little while, you definitely looked pretty good. Couple mistakes towards the end, though. Caution probably saved you as Chris Thibodeau was rolling you in just a little bit. Maybe do you think with a little bit more laps here, you think you would have possibly had a chance to get around Kenneth or possibly catch up to Brandon?
Probably not. That it was like just one line at the end, so like I would run it in there thinking like, okay, but I always touch the wall and it would just slow me down so much, and they were already set in their pace, so it was really hard to pass.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just watching the replay and you kept tagging that wall. I mean, that let Chris Thibodeau catch up, but that caution definitely saved you towards the end as we had 2 laps to go. So, but hey, Jason, you can't complain. You come in P3 here tonight. Congrats to you. Before you take off, anybody on the car you want to thank?
Uh, I guess just my brother Peyton Stevenson. He's pretty well known in iRacing, and then Tanner Folds for making the wrap for me.
All right, Jason. Well, like I said, congrats to you on finishing P3 here tonight, and hopefully next week you can get the dub at Eldora.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's bring in our first place finisher, Brandon. Brandon, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, congrats to you on an amazing win here at Fairbury. Definitely getting it done here tonight. Take us back to how you get it done here at Fairbury.
Yeah, for sure, man. Especially, I don't know. I really started rolling the middle, especially at the beginning of the race, because I laid a burn and warm up, just rolling middle. So I really started the race running there. Then I had a couple dudes whomping the cushion behind me, so I figured it was time to move up, and I just really blasted the cushion around everybody, really, and just set up moves to get around everybody and get in the lead. And once I got in the lead, I kind of knew I kind of dictate the pace of the race and especially control a lot of it with just a start. So just getting a good start and everything after getting the lead was definitely a key in winning the race for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, you got to think, you only got 30 laps to try to get up to the front, and mostly here at Fairbury, it's a short track, so that 30 laps go pretty quick for a lot of people. So, I mean, you definitely got it done. You moved to the top, fast lane showed up, and you were just gone pretty much throughout the whole night. So, congrats to you, Brandon. Before we take off, though, anybody on the car you want to thank?
Yeah, I definitely got to thank Butterbean Racing and Butterbean Tire, though. Of course, first of all, because that's my little thing I got going on, and I gotta thank Austin and Nick Leedsman for running that. I gotta thank them boys because they show up and run this league with me too. Austin, he kind of had a rough night due to the invert, but you'll have that. He knows he has speed and everything going into next week at Eldora. So, but yeah, definitely Butterbean and Majula C. Is a fixed race, but they always get have great setups and everything for the open sets and everything, no matter what class. And you guys, man, Tyler, you do a great job at broadcasting. And Jackson, he does a great job at just going around and advertising these leagues and getting everybody in here. So it's just awesome, great place to race. And you guys do a great job admin and everything. So me and everybody at Butterbean Racing, of course, can't thank you boys enough for putting on a great league for everybody to race in.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, thank you, Brandon, for coming out, and we'll see you again next week. And before you take off, Brandon, and Austin, you said Austin, is it Austin, the 22 card that kind of got screwed over tonight?
Yeah, I didn't see much, but we were in a Discord chatting up, and yeah, he's kind of getting messed up. But you'll have that, especially a track like Fairbary. He, like I said, he knows he has speed, man, especially going quick time and everything. We definitely got some speed in that old rig, especially going to Eldora. So
Oh, yeah,
I think we'll have a good rebound for the Butterbean Racing boys there.
oh, yeah, 100%. Before you go, how do you say Austin's last name for me?
Leedsman. It's
Leedsman.
Leedsman.
Okay, it's
Yes, sir.
okay. So it's the Z that is throwing me off. Okay.
Yeah, we probably got two of the hardest names to pronounce on the damn sim.
Hey, pretty much,
Oh,
man. Pretty much.
For sure.
All
But
right.
yeah, it's Leedsman.
Leedsman. All right. Well, tell him I do apologize for pronouncing his last name wrong and all. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
All right. Well, like I said, congrats, Brandon, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir, for sure. Have a good night, bro.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's gonna wrap up here tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow for UMPs at GSRA and Jackson's League. Jackson pretty much got me doing a whole bunch of leagues almost every week, so I am very tired and very stressed. So overall, guys, hope everyone has a great night. Enjoy their week as it gets closer. We are into halfway through the week tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so yeah, enjoy your halfway week, guys. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be back live. Thursday is a 50-50 chance. Not too sure, but I'll keep everybody posted. I'll make a post on YouTube to see what's going on. If you see me live, I'll be live. If you don't see me live, you'll probably see a post go up. So overall, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you Apex Racing League for coming in again and racing tonight. And we'll be back again for Eldora. Have a great night.